This is Stanton in North Gloucestershire. Early June, and over the last 30 odd years we have at this time been preparing for the village open gardens. This year, sadly, that is not the case. As I walk through the village, however, I see that the gardens, or at least the frontages of most of the cottages, are blooming beautifully due to the hot and dry spring that we had. The roses are magnificent now. They all came out about 2 weeks earlier than usual. The roses against this house look gorgeous. The red against the green there looks absolutely stunning. This old rose here has been cut back every year as long as I can remember, and it still is showing a beautiful display this year. I'm just coming up the driveway to our garden, and you can see here this lovely salmon pink flower. It's not a rose, it's a pelargonium, which survived the winter, and because it did so without any frost, we have a magnificent display now. In places, I think it must be about 9 foot, getting on for 10 foot high. This geranium or pelargonium I've had for a very long time. I've propagated it regularly each year, and it never fails to please. Looks lovely against the pyracantha, which is just coming into bloom as well. This Salvia Hot Lips is its name. Also survived the winter very well this year and is being frequented by bumblebees. Every time I look at it, there are bumblebees there. Beautiful water lily has opened up its petals for the first time this year. First beautiful water lily flower on show. In this pond there are at this time lots and lots of tadpoles. The frogs and toads were here. I think we've still got some in the pond, and the water has been very warm this year. The fountain at the end there. Some years ago, a friend gave me some seed from her white Lychnis chalcedonica, which to me was a novel and new variation. I grew them on, and lo and behold, a few years after that, I found that I was getting a hybrid Lychnis, this very, very lovely little pink version. There it is, growing happily with the white ones. The red ones haven't come out yet. Just in front of me, I have a lovely blue delphinium, my favourite colour of all the delphinium colours, growing amongst a bottlebrush shrub and next door to the Californian Poppy. I can vouch for the Californian Poppy. This plant is totally hardy. We did have a very, very cold winter a few years ago, and whilst it was not back, it did return very quickly, and it never went down completely. The rockery, established about 25 years ago, is looking quite colourful at the moment. It will be over by the middle of June. In front of me is the Indian rain tree here, just here. It is a lovely tree with beautiful autumn colours. Its real name is Kilrutia paniculata, and it has lovely sprays of yellow flowers in August, followed by pods in a good sunny year. And then just beyond my lovely rose that goes on and on and on. This, I think, this rose, Paul's Himalayan musk, is fed by water from the stream just below the roots, and that's why we have good foliage and flowering every year. And then from the stream side, I have plants that obviously enjoy the humidity and the moisture where their roots can reach towards down at the stream. Our little statue that my granddaughter calls Venus, the water carrier. And then just beyond is another favourite shrub of mine. It's a Cornice Venus, also called Venus. I bought it some years ago at the Chelsea Flower Show when it was Plant of the Year. For now I've left these imperial fritillaries because I think they look very, very sculptural in the border. Only when their pods are completely cracking open will I take them down. Away from the house we have a little woodland garden which I developed some years ago with young trees. They're all rather mature now. This is a snake bark maple, Acer davidi, and I've underplanted several of the trees with different species of box. It's a good understory shrub. There are several acers here. What I like about the woodland garden is the fact that birds and nature can get together